Sometimes the most profound life philosophies aren't tucked away in some ancient text. Nope, sometimes they're hiding in plain sight, in the movies we absolutely love. So today, we're going to piece together a powerful guide for life's biggest challenges using some of the most unforgettable wisdom ever spoken on the silver screen. And it all kicks off with this simple but incredibly powerful metaphor. See, life, at its very core, is a race. A race that every single one of us has to run every single day. It's not really a choice, it's just a fundamental reality of being here. And this brings us to the first universal law we're going to unpack, this idea that life demands constant motion. It's this relentless effort that's required from every one of us, with absolutely no exceptions. I mean, just think about it for a second. You might feel like the deer, running from a threat, or maybe you're the lion, running towards a goal. One is driven by fear, the other by ambition. But here's the thing. In the end, the reality is exactly the same. The struggle is universal. You just have to run. Okay, so we've established we're all in this race together. But what happens when the path in front of you is blocked by something that feels completely and utterly insurmountable? Let's talk about those personal mountains we all have to face. And I really want you to think about this right now. What is that one thing in your life that just feels like a solid wall? That challenge that seems absolutely impossible to get past? This line, it's a total perspective shift. It comes from the true story of a man who, after his wife died, spent 22 years carving a path through a mountain with just a hammer and a chisel. So when a journalist complains about his own problems, he gets hit with this question. It just forces you to completely reframe what you think is difficult. So, look at your problem, that thing that feels so impossible, and ask yourself this honest question. Is it harder than breaking a mountain by yourself for decades? Suddenly, the impossible starts to look a little different, doesn't it? But how? How does someone find the strength to literally break a mountain? That kind of endurance, it doesn't just come from nowhere. It has to come from something deep inside, the fuel for the journey, the powerful why behind all the work. And the answer is so simple, it's almost stunning. When the journalist asks where this almost superhuman strength comes from, the reply isn't about physical power or just being stubborn. It's just two words. This is love. Now, in this context, love gets completely transformed. It's so much more than an emotion. It becomes a purpose. It's that deep, unwavering dedication to a memory or a goal or a cause. It literally becomes the force that can make the impossible possible. And when your fuel is that powerful, your sense of self-worth is no longer tied to what's in your bank account. You can have absolutely nothing, but if you have a powerful why, you carry yourself with the conviction of a king. Your real wealth is internal. Okay, so we've got the race, we've got the mountain, and we've got the fuel. So what's the mindset we need to actually run this thing, day after day? Let's get into the practical philosophy of how to keep moving forward. This isn't just a line from a movie. It's an entire life philosophy packed into 4 steps. It's about embracing the whole journey. Yeah, the ambition to run and fly, but also accepting that you're gonna fall. And the most important part, you just don't want to stop. Ever. And really, this presents us all with a fundamental choice, doesn't it? We can either be passive spectators in our own lives, just tolerating whatever happens to us, or we can grab the pen and become the agents of change in our own story. Oh man, this is such a powerful way to reframe failure. What if you just decided that you could never truly lose? That every setback, every single failure is actually just a lesson? With that mindset, every outcome is a form of progress. You either get the result you wanted, or you get the lesson you needed. Look, life's most incredible moments are never found in the safety of the sidelines. They're found in the arena. They exist in that tense, electric space where you're terrified of failing, but you're so driven by the hope of succeeding. That right there, that's where the magic happens. All right, let's bring all of this together for the final act. After we've understood the race, the mountains, the mindset, what's the ultimate takeaway? What is the big picture here? This quote just puts everything into perfect perspective. The goal was never just to survive the race, it's to live fully within it. It's a beautiful reminder that our lives aren't measured by their length, but by their depth. And this might just be the most hopeful message of all. We all have those moments where things are just not okay, where we've fallen and it feels like the credits are about to roll. But this line reminds us that in life, unlike the movies, a bad scene is not the final scene. As long as you're still here, the story is still going. So, I'll leave you with this one question. If your life is a movie, and maybe the current scene is a tough one, just remember, you're the one holding the pen. You get to decide what happens next. So, what are you going to write in the very next scene?